Menglong's death, bribes, threats, and mass sell-offs at Sunshine, Upper East. The case of Menglong continues to grip public attention as new details keep coming to light. This time, the focus has shifted to the residents of the luxury Sunshine Upper East residential complex in Chaoyang, Beijing, the very place where Menglong was said to have fallen to his death. Viewers can't help but wonder. In recent days, leaked videos on social media have suggested that Menglong was assaulted, brutally beaten, and that his screams were loud. So how could it be that not a single resident noticed anything? Now the answer has surfaced. It's not that they didn't hear. It's that they were silenced. On September 25th, in his latest video, commentator Li Muyong released screenshots of a private chat. In it, one resident admitted, "Wasn't my home right next door? At that time, I saw Menglong's face, very handsome, but also a little frightening." That message was quickly deleted. The same person then added, "Later they contacted my family, gave us tens of thousands of yuan, and told us not to say a word." That message too was withdrawn. The resident went on, "A little later I saw a thin man in a white t-shirt holding something to cover Menglong's body. When asked if he heard anything unusual, he first sent a terrified emoji, then confessed, 'Yes, very loud, like objects crashing to the ground.'" That message was also deleted, followed by another claim. "The property management told us one household was throwing things around and that we shouldn't mind it." Another netizen deciphered cryptic codes found in other chats. YW meant 10,000. YGSD stood for Yangguang Shangdong. A smiling emoji hinted at hush money, while a cloud and rain symbol represented Menglong himself. When decoded, the message revealed something shocking. Not just 10,000. The entire Yangguang Shangdong received hush money twice. Each time, dozens of residents were paid. Altogether, it cost several million yuan. For the whole compound, the total reached into the hundreds of millions. Spread this around because I'm deleting my account immediately. Another insider shared even darker details. People were threatened in every way. Red paint splashed on their doors, car tires slashed, anything to shut them up. Taken together, these accounts suggest a clear pattern. The residents of Sunshine Upper East were systematically silenced. Some were bribed, others were threatened. The goal was the same: bury the truth. For ordinary people, hundreds of millions of yuan is an unimaginable fortune. But for Tian Hairong, long rumored to be the woman who organized the fateful party and who controls assets of more than 10 billion yuan, it's nothing but pocket change. One netizen didn't hold back. Widowed capitalist Tian Hairong controls 13 billion yuan. Her ex-husband, Xu Ming, of Dalian Scheid Group, died in prison. She even bought a paid article. A month ago, people were already saying that the drama Eternal Love is about to explode in scandal. Another added, "For Tian, with her 13 billion, spending 50 million to suppress news is nothing." Coincidentally, Xiao Hongshu was summoned for questioning 2 days ago, and users couldn't post anything. That post ended with a warning: "Everything above is true." Then came another suspicious point. The service department was listed for sale with a discount of only 8 million yuan, about $1.1 million US. The new buyer demanded that all the furniture remain untouched. During the viewing, the agent emphasized that the basement had excellent soundproofing. Netizens exploded, convinced this was evidence being covered up. Online data soon confirmed it. After Menglong's death, the Sunshine Upper East compound saw a wave of panic sales. Jihu records show that on September 23rd, 93 units were sold at unusually low prices. By the very next day, September 24th, that number had jumped to 157. Why? Because everyone knew the water was too deep. No one wanted to risk being the next target. And who could blame them? Once you're marked, no amount of hush money can guarantee your safety. Menglong's spirit speaks out. "I didn't take my own life?" With more than 20 billion clicks online and countless urgent calls for justice in Menglong's case, the truth is still buried in shadows. But recently, a shocking new voice emerged. Taiwanese fortune teller Shen Rong claimed she had tried to pierce the mystery through psychic communication, tapping into the spiritual system known as the Akashic Records. According to Wikipedia, in theosophy and anthroposophy, the Akashic Records are said to contain the record of everything, past, present, and future. Not just human actions, but thoughts, emotions, intentions, even the histories of all beings. Believers say these records exist on a non-physical plane, encoded in what they call the mental realm. The very first moment she touched Yu Menglong's soul energy, she said, a message came through loud and clear. I did not take my own life. Along with it came strong frequencies of abuse and entrapment, signs that his death was never a simple accident. According to her, Yu Menglong's soul carried lingering signals of fear of being killed. She suggested that before his death, names echo the clues netizens have already unearthed: photos of bruises on his eyes and mouth, and Yu's own chilling livestream warning. If one day I suddenly disappear, remember, it was never an accident. Whether Shenrong's revelation is believable ultimately depends on one question. Do you believe the soul exists? Modern testimonies from around the world suggest it does. Countless near-death experiences tell the same story. The soul is real, other dimensions are real, and death is not the end. Life continues in another form. If that is true, then heaven and hell, gods and Buddhas, are not myths at all. That also means Yu Menglong's soul already knows exactly who killed him, and why. Shen explained that because his lifespan had not yet ended, and because he died unjustly, Yu's spirit remains trapped in the underworld, restless, raging, unable to reincarnate. He understands better than anyone that justice will be nearly impossible, for the forces behind his death are simply too powerful. The truth may remain sealed away for years to come. So we are left with the haunting question: was Yu Menglong truly murdered in vain? And will those responsible really escape justice? The answer is no. In this world, blessings and disasters follow one unbreakable law: cause and effect. Do good, and good returns. Do evil, and evil follows. No one escapes the eyes of heaven. Heaven always judges. Those who ordered Yu Menglong's death and those who carried it out may face different punishments at different times, in different forms. But one truth is inescapable: none of them will meet a good end. Fear behind the curtain? Kai Chi's bizarre behavior. As we revealed in the previous episode, the figure now believed to be the real mastermind, the final name on the suspect list, is Kai Jia. Rumors say he is the illegitimate son of Kai Chi, a Politburo Standing Committee member and director of the CCP Central Committee's General Office, essentially the man who controls the party's propaganda machine. His influence reaches deep into Beijing's political life. Look at their photos and the resemblance is hard to miss. As the blogger News Investigation put it bluntly, genes don't lie. So why was the first wave of suspicion aimed at Xin Qi? Insiders say it was no accident. Zhang Nanhai orchestrated a deliberate distraction. With the Yu Menglong case triggering explosive public outrage, leadership rolled out 3 waves of scapegoats to deflect attention from the true culprit. First came 6 well-known figures from the film world. Next surfaced a shadowy list of 17 names that was never fully published. Then director Xin Qi, himself rumored to be Kai Chi's illegitimate son, was thrust into the spotlight. Behind these smokescreens, however, one final name quietly loomed: Kai Jia. As suspicion crept closer, Kai Chi's behavior turned conspicuously odd. Most striking was a sudden, over-the-top display of loyalty to the supreme leader, an act that immediately drew heavy online criticism. On September 17th, at an event marking the release of the 5th volume of Xi Jinping, The Governance of China, Kai Chi proclaimed that the party's highest mission was to uphold the 2 establishes and the 2 safeguards. He then lavished praise on Xi's profound reflections on the logic and direction of human development. At first glance, this sounded like routine party rhetoric, but in context, it was anything but routine. Only months earlier, when rumors circulated that Xi had lost real power, Tai Chi was among the quickest standing committee members to quietly realign with party elders, what Beijing insiders call jumping ship overnight. As Catherine Hu of Final War with Catherine Hu observed, for the same man now to drown Xi in praise reeks of desperation. To outsiders, his words seemed excessive. To insiders, they reeked of fear. And this is the irony. Kaichi's entire political survival has always rested on his ability to sense the direction of the wind. He built his career by quickly bowing to whoever held power, first under Xi in Zhejiang and later in Beijing's top office. But the Menglong case has trapped him. If Cai Yijia really is his illegitimate son, then every new detail that surfaces could shatter not only Cai's career, but also the fragile balance of power at the very top of the party. This is why Cai chose the most public stage available to reaffirm his loyalty. It was not just a message to Xi himself, it was also a plea directed at the entire system. The next step: destroy Menglong's reputation. Catherine also revealed a chilling development. Insiders inside Beijing's propaganda apparatus say the regime has already moved into its next phase, smearing Menglong. The blueprint is coldly efficient. Step 1. Seed the public space with vague leaks and fabricated insider stories, half-truths mixed with outright lies. Once the information environment is muddied, unleash coordinated debunkings and label any independent investigators as rumor-mongers. Step 2. Dismantle Yu's image piece by piece. Twist his words, invent salacious details about his private life, or fabricate behaviors designed to tarnish his reputation and deflect blame away from the real perpetrators. This tactic is not new. It is the classic crisis playbook. Overwhelm the public with contradictions, then declare the official narrative the one and only truth. What's different now is the scale. In Yu's case, the propaganda machine isn't merely trying to silence debate, it is preparing to rewrite the victim himself. Short-term, violence and lies can look effective. Long-term, they corrode the very legitimacy the system claims to protect. The attempt to erase truth by force only deepening the outrage it seeks to bury. Now, in the wake of Menglong's death, a wave of demands for justice is rising, echoing from inside China to voices across the world. Wave of demands for justice for Menglong. Actor Li Tingzhe, during a live stream, urged those who had attended the dinner that night to come forward and reveal the truth of what happened to Yu. For his courage, he was threatened. Actress Sun Lin also paid the price. She was struck on the head with a flower pot after speaking out for Yu. Screenwriter Wang Yusen received death threats for doing the same. Director Wang Zhaoda went live as well, publicly voicing his support for Yu and vowing to broadcast every single day. His chilling warning followed: "If one day I suddenly disappear, it means something has happened to me." Even Menglong's mentor, renowned entertainment commentator Song Zuda, condemned the collective silence of Chinese media, calling it utterly deranged. Within 5 minutes, his post was deleted. A mainland veteran known online as Lin Beichuan was also threatened after speaking up for Yu. The outrage has crossed borders. According to X account Chunyuan Huang, on September 20th, overseas Chinese staged a peaceful protest outside the Los Angeles consulate, demanding justice for Menglong. He warned, "If we don't speak out today, the next Menglong could be you or me." Fans have since tagged the UN Human Rights Council, Amnesty International, and other organizations, calling for a free and fair investigation into Yu's death. As demands for justice spread worldwide, all eyes are now on how this case will unfold. That very same day, BBC placed the Menglong case on its front page with the headline, "Chinese actor Menglong's fall. Why do people keep questioning after the official report?" The article noted that police rushed to close the case, issuing a statement that simply refuted online rumors, without releasing any real details. The CCP moved quickly to smother discussion, sanctioning platforms like Kuaishou, Weibo, and Xiaohongshu for excessive hype over celebrity private matters. Yet even under heavy censorship, the people have refused to stay silent. Their pursuit of truth continues, relentless. As analyst Catherine Hu concluded, for China, Menglong's case is a test of truth, justice, and the limits of power. Let us hold on to this momentum. Let us not allow his voice to be silenced. Together, we wait for the day when truth will burst forth, when the call for justice will rise freely into the sky, and when a renewed China will emerge, built not on fear, but on conscience. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you found this analysis valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.